Good morning, Yonkers Voice. Here we are again, bringing to you information that is important to our city, to our seniors, and we want to be able to put the information out. So if you need it, you have it. Information is power. Kelly Chiarella, thank you for taking the time. You know, every time we talk, it's something good is happening. Okay? And if it's not happening, it's information that can make something good happen.
That's true.
Okay. Kelly, you are the director for the Office for the Aging here in the city of Yonkers. Tell us a little bit about your mission statement. What is the office dedicated to, and how can it help our seniors?
So our mission statement is a formal statement that I don't have memorized, but I will tell you that the mission of this office is to assist senior residents 60 years and over throughout the entire city regarding trying to navigate their issues as they age, trying to help offer guidance and resources and referrals and occasionally programs, just trying to help. You know, we can't fix every single issue, but there are a lot of things that we can do to support our seniors in the city.
You know, Kelly, I think there is certain jobs that you don't do it for the money. There is jobs that you do it for the love of helping. And very often that love is within you for many years, even before you get the job. When did you discover that this was something that you wanted to do?
Well, this job for me is a blessing, you know, and you're right. I've been, for my entire adult life, I've been doing something for this community, a lot of times not getting paid for it. I came from a world of PTA that I did up to the state level, and then when the mayor offered me a position in 2013, I went into constituent services as an ombudsman first, and then I came here in 2014, so I'm here 10 years. And you're right, everyone, it's not just even about me. Everyone that works here, the case managers that work here, all have that empathy, all have that want for being able to help the people in the city, all want to connect with all of the resources in the city. All of my case management and all of my staff here are involved in other things besides Office for the Aging. All different organizations and sit on different boards and involved in foundations, and they're just everywhere because they are that type of person that wants to just give back and help. We offered a training here last week. It was trauma and resilience informed care training, talking about the trauma that we have from our own lives, and then the trauma of the clients that we are assisting, and then how does that interact? And the room was filled with case managers from West Ham, from Cluster, from FISI, and it was a room full of empathetic people that are just doing their best to be able to help the people in the city.
And it's a whole different thing when you do something because you love what you do and you care about what you do, than those that do whatever they do for a check at the end of the week or at the end of the 15 days. It's a whole different. Now, before we go much further, I know you just lost your mom not long ago, so my condolences to you.
Thank you.
I just lost mine a few weeks ago, okay? And I know the pain is horrible, okay? Especially when you see how they live, at least in my case. Mom lived last year of her life. Okay. So I thank you for doing the things that my mom was not able to get, for helping those that he needed.
Well, thank you for that, and I will add that losing your parent and becoming a person that's in this club of grief adds another layer to what I do here. You know, it adds another layer of being empathetic and understanding what other people are going through with their loss. So there's actually blessings in grief because now
There's lessons, yes. Now, it's important for us out there, families, to identify when they family need help. It's important to understand that even though they're a little older than us, okay, they need to socialize. They need to engage. Can you articulate the need to identify when it's time to look for help? And what can we do to help?
So, you know, referrals come in here from seniors themselves, from their family, from their neighbors, from their priest, from their doctors, looking at the person and saying, this person can use extra help. You know, nobody comes here if they're completely well and fully supported. I said that yesterday to someone, and so it could be physical limitations, it could be mental limitations, you know, maybe some dementia or Alzheimer's or something else going on. But people call here for a variety of reasons. They just can't drive anymore, and so they need help with a paratransit application or some sort of transportation services, or they're afraid of falling now in their homes, so they need grab bars, or they need accessibility programs, or they can't cook anymore, so they need a home delivered meal because they can't lift the pots anymore. You know, it's when that need approaches them that people reach out and find us.
But you know, Kelly, I noticed, because I have a father that is also getting up there, don't tell him that he needs help. Because sometimes it's very difficult to convince dad or convince mom that you need a little help. They don't want to get there. They say, no, I don't need help, you know, I can still do it myself. So we, as the children, have to take that step, because sometimes we want to help, but the life, you're just not able to. So how do you suggest we engage with our elderly to say, look, you know, you need help, and this is why, in a way that they can understand and accept it.
Right. So you're right. We can't force people into services. Very, very often, a daughter will call here because she's completely overwhelmed trying to take care of her own children and her aging mother. And then we'll get to mom's house, and mom will say, oh no, my daughter takes care of that for me. My daughter cooks for me. And there's just a way to then framework it and say, well, why don't you give this a try? And then, you know, this isn't going to cost you anything. It might give your daughter a little bit of relief, and there's a way to framework and just say, try this. And then they try it, and they like it. The daughter gets some relief. We can't always talk people into things. Feel bad for those kids?
So it's not always about telling them what to do, it's how we tell them, right. How you present
how
it to
present
them.
It, right.
Okay. So the packaging, the presenting the needs, it's very important.
Yes.
Because you agree, right?
Absolutely. So there's one of our grants has a financial eligibility to it, and asking somebody for information about their finances is automatically I'm not giving you that.
Yeah.
But there are ways even to word that just so that we can then find out what they're eligible for, and then attach resources to them. But it is all in the framework of the conversation. And this kind of conversation, not talking at them or above them, but sitting with them and saying, no worries, this is easy, and this isn't going to cost you anything. Just give it a shot. And, yeah.
As they always
becoming their friends.
It's not as they say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Absolutely.
So they are in a different brain set, the mental state that we need to know how to engage with them. Not that they don't understand, they do understand. But like sometimes we talk to different people, we have to know how to approach a situation. Now, what about socializing? How important? Because I know that you have a few programs that helps them. Sometimes they feel lonely, but certain things help them. So tell us about the importance of socializing, Kelly.
It's extremely important. I mean, it's everything. It's their spirituality and their mental health conditions. You know, to be isolated at home with looking at, they always say, looking at the four walls, I have nothing to do. So when we go in and we do an in-home assessment, the case managers will go into seniors' homes. The first thing we do is, are they homebound or are they able to get out? And if they are we're looking at do they go to the doctors? How do they get to the doctors? You know, do we need help with transportation services? Would they be willing to come to one of the 4 community centers that we run? Because we have a hot lunch program in 4 different centers. Those centers usually have bingo or dominoes or playing pool or exercise classes, educational series, many different things, a TIPS telehealth program. And so we try to get them to come out and be social. If they are homebound, completely homebound, then we offer them home delivered meals. Very often they'll accept that service. And the home delivered meals program is needs-based. You can't go out and shop for yourself anymore. You can't lift the pots. You shouldn't be turning on the stove because your memory is not good. You know, it's needs-based. So if we're providing that service to them every day, a driver with a service coordinator or service aide will come to the house and it's a wellness check. And we hear from them constantly about how much they love that daily interaction with the person that knocks on their door. It's very often the only person they will see in a day. And so they have a rapport. And then our service people, our service escorts, will come back to us and tell us, first of all, if the person doesn't answer the door, that's an enormous red flag, and we go into an emergency mode, call the emergency contact, call the building management, call the police, I'll go out there. We never go home wondering what happened to a client.
Make sure you know what happened.
We make sure. Sometimes they just forgot to tell us they were going to the doctors, but sometimes they're on the floor or possibly even deceased. And honestly, we prefer to find someone in that way instead of a son or a daughter seeing their parent that way. So, you know, that's part of that program is the wellness check, and our service escorts will come back and just say, Mrs. Smith looked like she was having a cold, or she was crying today because she missed her daughter who passed away, you know, and so we'll then follow up and call the client, have a conversation, and let their next of kin also know that, hey, your mom's going through something today. So yeah, that's very important.
So before we go further, today we are doing this interview right here at the office for the agent, 435 Riverdale Avenue, right next to the police station. I think, what's that cross street? Is Radford? Radford. Kelly, what services? Because as soon as I walk in, I saw the cafeteria, I see the ladies working in the back, very welcoming, you know. What services do you offer here, and where are the other centers?
So this is our largest and most active center, the Peter Chima Community Center. And then we have three others, Neckerhan Community Center, North Yonkers Preservation and Development, and Bronx River Road Scotty Community Center. Now those four centers are based on a grant-funded nutrition program. We're serving a hot lunch and that's the focus, but we also offer other things. The Parks Department has, don't quote me on the number, I don't know, 10, 13 community centers that are recreation-based. And so Point Park, Nodine Hill, Cola Center all have senior programs, but they're not based on the nutrition. Ours is based on the nutrition. Then we also offer transportation services. We have vans. The individual has to be able to get on and off of a van independently, but if they could do that, they could use our transportation services to go to medical, to go to shopping. We provide transportation to our four community centers, which is also a thing that's different from the Parks Department, is we have a grant for transportation. And then we offer case management services, and when I say case management, it's going into people's homes, assessing what they need, talking about, you know, next steps, and helping them navigate.
Well, guys, you know, we try to give you the most amount of information necessary that we feel is necessary for you. But sometimes in an interview, we have a certain amount of time to talk about a whole bunch of things on our list. So if we don't give you the information that you need, that you want to know, call. What's the number to call?
914-377-6822.
Call and ask. Call and ask for information that you think or you feel you need. Let's talk about this thing that I've been hearing about, and I just saw you with your pets and your, how you call the thing that answers, you have a special... LEQ.
She heard you.
Oh, she heard me, she's ready to answer back. Tell us about that, and tell us about the importance, because I know that a lot of seniors, and not so seniors, well, I was going to say me, but I am a senior, and I should be looking for help anytime soon. Wait for me to apply. But the pets, it's very important because it helps them engage. They can talk, they can see a reaction. Can LEQ detect the mood of the person? Tell us anything about those.
So, you know, New York State Office for the Aging occasionally comes out with these pilot programs, and we are the beneficiary. We say yes to anything we can get. So the robotic pets, we have dogs, cats, and birds. We actually have been giving these out for quite a while, so our stock is running low. But they interact. I think his battery must be weak, but they interact with the clients. People love them, especially if someone has dementia. You know, we've heard a lot from dementia patients that they love their robotic pet. If you are 90 and you just lost your cat, you may not want to get an actual pet again, but these robotic pets have been just a blessing in so many homes. We hear all the time about, you know, I keep my TV on for my dog so he keeps interacting and talking, and he'll get mad if I turn it off.
It was barking when I came in.
Right. I think they must be a little weak.
Yeah, well, this is battery dependent, so it has to be charged.
And then the birds are very cute, and they clip onto walkers. They walk and squawk. Oh, there he goes.
There you go, you heard the barking?
So they clip onto walkers, so they're cute as well. And then the LEQ is something newer. We've been giving them out to some of our case managed clients. It's a robotic companion, so it interacts with the senior. It will learn the senior's habits and things that they like to do. It tells jokes, it talks trivia, it tells the news, it tells the weather. It will it prompts you. So I was, you know, if you have an Alexa in your home, which is also a great tool for a senior to have. Sorry. If you have an Alexa, see, you're very distracting. You have to prompt Alexa. You have to call Alexa. However, with LEQ, she calls you. Hi Kelly, how you doing today? Can I tell you a joke? Would you like to make a gratitude list? Did you meditate today? Because she learns me. Someone else, they might say, did you go out and walk your dog? Did you get to the doctor today? Have you called your son today? That type of thing.
Now, you know, we have a whole bunch of people watching us. I don't know them all personally, but I know some, and some knows you as well. And this person says, hi Kelly, hi Rue, his name is John von Nostrand. So John, always nice to see you. Okay, always nice to see you. Continue watching, share this with other people, because that's the magic of social media, is the sharing. Okay, let other people know. As I always say, Yonkers Voice is not my voice. Yonkers Voice is not the voice of our guests. Yonkers Voice is the platform where your voice is heard and where we give you information that to some of you is beneficial. That's our purpose. Okay, we put out good news, bad news, so-so news. As I always say, we don't make the news, Kelly, we just report the news in a raw format. But this interview is a positive interview. But for it to work, people have to know. People have to understand and share, so others know what's going on. So do your magic too, okay? By sharing. Don't share just the bad stuff. Share the positive stuff. This is the stuff we would love you to share.
We would love for all seniors to know that we are a resource here. Even if we're not able to fix the issue that they're having, call and brainstorm here. Ask our advice. You don't know what you don't know, right? I always say that for myself. I don't know what I don't know. I'm always going to be a learner. But there are a lot of people out there that are accessing our services. We have hundreds of case managed clients. We have thousands of transportation clients. We delivered 80,000 meals last year. So grateful to all of you that have been, working with us and are patient with us. And I have a small but mighty staff here. We do a lot of great things.
But Kelly, I thank you for what you do. I thank your staff for what they do. I thank the City of Yonkers for providing you with the tools to help those that are in need. We say thanks to Mayor Mike Spano for the work that he does, okay, to help our elderly. But we, the people on the street, can do our part. When we see an elderly person trying to cross the street but having a little difficulty, park your car and give him a hand. If you're not driving, because we also care about your safety, if you're just walking, help them. So what about the things that we as individuals can do on the street?
I love what you just said. Yesterday I stayed in my lobby and waited. There's someone that lives near me that is in a wheelchair and no use of his legs and uses a cab because he wants some flexibility. I watch him every day, waiting for this cab, getting in and out without use of his legs, into a manual wheelchair, and then opening up 2 doors. I wait. Every time I see him, I wait and I hold the door for him. Yesterday, I introduced myself for the first time. And do you know what his reaction was? Similar to what you said before? Well, I'm not aging.
I can do it.
Right. I love that. You know, I mean, that tenacity is amazing. But yeah, if people knew that they could just call here and brainstorm whatever they want to do, however they want to get there, we're here for that.
So guys, don't just criticize the things that some people do. Always also look for suggestions and do the things that you can do. Yes, we can depend on Kelly, we can depend on her staff, we can depend on the city of Yonkers. But what about depending a little bit on you? What about doing a little bit of your part? Now, Kelly, but you are involved in a whole bunch of other things. And I know that May 31st, even though it has nothing to do with the capacity that you execute here, but you do other things that help us and help people immensely. Let's talk for a few minutes about May 31st.
Okay, so May 31st, Yonkers Relay for Life. I've been the proud chairperson of that event for at least 15 years. I've kind of lost track. It's for American Cancer Society. It's an event where, although it's called Relay, it is not a sporting event. It's not a physical activity. You can just come, bring a lawn chair, enjoy some entertainment and some food, join in on fun, raising money for American Cancer Society. It's not specific to one cancer. It's not just breast or pancreatic. It's all cancers. And then the entire city gets involved in this. So what we call teams are created, starting from our kickoff back in February, and you can still start a team right now. Teams can be family-based people that have been affected by cancer or community organizations. Everyone has. But we also have the community joins in on this one. We have school teams, we have police, we have fire, we have hospitals, we have the mayor has his own team. As a matter of fact, he's had 2 on occasion because he has his personal connection and then he does something as a city. It's everybody comes in to this event, and then there's just entertainment and there's food and there's activities for the kids and inflatables and a lot of fun to raise money. We have a survivors reception, so for people that are cancer survivors, they can come at 5 o'clock and have a nice dinner with us, and then we have a survivor ceremony at 6 o'clock where we have cancer survivors speak and some other things, and at 9 o'clock we have a luminaria ceremony. So from now until the event, we sell paper bags that are called luminarias, and we decorate them in honor of people that we've lost or people that are still battling. And they will line the entire track at Gorton High School inside and out, and we'll light them, and we'll do a luminaria ceremony and a walk for the people that we've lost.
So this is coming up May 31st.
May 31st.
At what time?
It starts at 3, opening ceremonies at 6 o'clock.
In the morning?
No, evening. 3 o'clock p.m. and opening ceremonies at 6 p.m. Luminaria ceremonies at 9 p.m.
So people should start getting there at
3, 4. If you're just going to attend, 3, 4 o'clock is a good time.
on the 31st.
On the 31st.
And those that did not know about it, even though I think everybody knew about it, but sometimes there's people that might be out of town and don't know about it. How can I still get my team together and participate? Who do I call? Is there any fees? If there is, how can I pay? And if I want to support financially, where do I send the money to? Who do I reach out to? Any information.
So simply Google Yonkers Relay for Life and it will take you to our website. You can start a team there, you can join a team there, you can purchase a luminaria there. You can get contact information for the American Cancer Society representative, Leanne, that I work with. I think my contact information is on there as well, but you can find me.
You're not hard to find.
I'm not very hard to find. And then I'm willing to brainstorm ideas for the campsite. Very often, other organizations will give me games and say, use this for the relay. So I have extra things that people can do. It's easy to join in, and it's just a lot of fun, and it's for a good cause.
It is. Now, in conclusion, Kelly, I have to ask you this because I always love it going there. I always have loved having fun, dancing, exercising, but above all, I enjoy seeing those folks there having fun, enjoying, socializing, engaging, the laughing. You know, I love that. The event of the PAL.
Ah, thank you. Yes.
When is that coming?
It's coming up, actually, May 29th.
May 20th, just the day before?
2 days before.
So guys, May 29th at the PAL, right?
At the PAL, Senior Health and Fitness Day. So we have exercise all day long. We'll have line dancing, we'll have Zumba, we'll have yoga, we'll have some fun exercising. But we also serve lunch, and then we have like a health fair type of feel around, but with a little bit more fun to it. We do nutrition classes. I'm hoping to do a juicing expo this year with Juices for Life.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's just, like you said, it's a lot of fun.
But it's not just for the elderly folks, right? Young people like me.
60 years and older.
Only 16 years
60 years and older, 60.
So 40s cannot go even to socialize now because you guys set up for a certain amount of people, right?
Yeah, 60 years and older can attend the event.
So if you're not able to attend that event, there is other events you can attend, Relay for Life, and you can always support any programs that helps our seniors. And if you're not able to help financially, I always tell people, the help and the support does not always have to come in the form of money. We can help in many ways. You can help by sharing this interview. You can help by helping somebody on the street that you see needs help. You can help in many, many ways. But money always helps, because that's how things are bought. Money, it's always helpful, right? So, Kelly, did I forget ask you anything that you want to bring up? Because when we do the interviews, I have a series of questions, but as we start, I forget some. But maybe there is something that you need to bring up that I forgot to mention.
I don't think so. I mean, I appreciate the opportunity to be able to just talk about our services. I'm proud of everything that we do here. For anyone that's out there that's struggling, that's living by themselves, that's aging, that just got a diagnosis that they're afraid of and don't know what to do with, you know. So people come on our programs for lots of things. They just had a knee replacement and they only need to need help for a little while. Or they're aging and they just got a diagnosis of Alzheimer's, and what can we do to support them? And there's a lot. There's a lot that we could do that, like you said, we weren't able to talk about here. There's not enough time in the day to talk about everything that we can do. Yeah. So
guys, thank you, Kelly, for this interview. Guys, next week we're going to have a very important interview with an organization called NEMA that addresses mental illness, how to deal with it, where help is. So tune in. I believe it's the 22nd. We will put it up so you guys know. And don't forget, share this interview. Spread the word. That's the magic of social media, that people know what's going on from those that are involved with it. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you.